Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day, and we are continuing our conversation on the home this week, where we live, where we rest our head every night. You want it to be the best home that refreshes you, revives you, recharges you, not another source of stress in your life. So I'm so excited to get into it today. Yesterday we talked about homekeeping and went through a bunch of good ideas on that front. Today is a somewhat related topic, and it's all about clutter. So the more clutter that you have in your home, the tougher it's going to be to care for. But bigger than that, if you're at home and you take a look around and what you see actually increases your stress level or your discomfort, rather than your home serving as your sanctuary, your retreat, your safe space, your happy place, it could be clutter to blame. So definitely take a look around and see. I know me, if I walk into a room in my home and I feel like there's clutter in the corners or spilled out on the tables, I almost can't relax because it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me, frankly, not want to be there. And another great gauge for this, if you love going to a hotel, even if that hotel is not on a tropical beach somewhere, if you just love the idea of getting into a hotel that doesn't have any things or stuff in it that you don't need or that you need to maintain, that could be another indicator that clutter is getting the best of you. And make no mistake, it's not about having more books than you could possibly read. Every one of those objects, those items in your house is taking up space, and not just physical space in your home, but space in your mind as well. You need to care for that item, organize it, clean it, sometimes maintain it, and continue to pay for it. So all of these items, they really do come at a cost. And listen, it's so easy to have this happen. We tend to just accumulate things, and more is coming into your house all of the time. So what you have to do is make sure that at the same time you're purging and sending things outside of your house to just even keep it in balance or in check. And I know sometimes clutter sounds like the biggest nightmare to deal with, or scary to even start to probe, what is the clutter in my house? How do I go about getting rid of it? But honestly, it will bless you like you will not believe. And don't, shy away from, there's so many opportunities to give to others who actually really need those items. You may look at how many of one item do you have and what is actually practical. And let go of the items that you don't need that could be really helping someone else. And that's such a great feeling. We actually bagged up, I think it was 10 massive bags. I should take a picture and send to you. Toys that are in great condition, that are just no longer age appropriate. Clothes that we love but no longer fit, or we don't really have a use for. So we're going to let that go and let that be a gift to others in need. And that can feel so good. So when you look at the clutter, try to keep the overwhelm down, and I invite you to probe a little bit deeper about why are you hanging on to these things. Sometimes we try to accumulate possessions to try to fill a need, an emptiness that we have inside, or to cover up a feeling. So I know, again, we've talked about dopamine hits in the past. Online shopping, see something you like, buy it. It can give you a little bit of a hit, feeling positive in the moment. And now you have just one more thing weighing you down in your house that requires your care and your attention and has required money to buy it that really isn't serving you. So before you purchase anything, actually put that filter on it. Is this going to serve me? Am I better suited doing something else with my money, my time, my physical space in my home than purchasing another object to care for? It really is such a shift in thinking, and it does require that we don't define our value, our validation, our worth based on material things. I know it sounds heavy, but listen, it's something we all fall into, and it's worth doing that gut check of, am I buying this bag? I'll use that as an example. I've loved bags, particularly in the past. Am I buying this expensive bag because it's really going to help me day to day? Or do I think it's some validation that, this is a measure of my worth or my status? Eek, I know, we're getting deep, but we keep it very real here. And I do think that clutter is something that weighs down on all of us. So I'd love to hear your tips for what's really worked for you. I'm wishing you the best. Until next time.